I found a little story that I wanted to read to you about these wolves up here. You see them? The story I read, it was called A Fight Between Two Wolves. I want you to just listen to it for a moment. There was an old Cherokee Indian chief one day, and he was teaching his grandson about life. And he said to the young boy, there's a fight going on that's inside of me. And he told the young boy, the fight inside of me is between two wolves. One of them is evil. He's full of anger. He's full of sorrow, regret, greed, selfish pity, and false pride. The other is good. And the good is full of joy and peace and love and humility and faith. The same fight is going on inside of you, young man. And can I tell you today, the same fight's going on inside of you. Here's what he said. His grandson, and he answered, inside of this fight is going on in every person that lives on the face of the earth. And the grandson thought about it for a moment, and then he looked up at his grandfather and he said, Grandfather, which wolf will win the fight? And his grandfather smiled down at him and said, the one you choose to feed will win the fight. Can I tell you today, if you feed the negative thoughts, you feed the doubts, you feed the fear, you feed the worry, it's going to overtake you and it's going to win the battle in your mind. But if you feed that love and that joy and that humility and that patience and kindness and goodness of God, Lord, I want to feed that in my life. I don't want my eyes to deceive me and think I got it all together. I want to know that I'm on the right path. How do I do it, preacher? You got to get in the Bible. Psalm said, your word is a light to my feet, or a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I got to guard my mind, because Colossians told me that I got to set my mind on things that are far above. I got to speak life rather than death, because Proverbs told me that death and life are in my tongue, and the power is there. And what else, preacher? I got to practice being thankful, having gratitude for what God's already done in my life. Because Thessalonians said, give thanks in all circumstances. He didn't say in the good ones. In all circumstances, God, I thank you, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus.